So I wanted to give y'all an update on my plant. So I told y'all in the first post on how I got a flower after I prayed and asked God to give me a flower. Then I asked, okay, God, won't you give me another one? And so he gave me another one. And I was like, okay, God will give me more flowers. And then there was a third bud that was stuck in the stalk. So I did some research today and I learned that when peace lily buds get stuck in their stalk, you have to open the stalk to release the bud. And when I think about the analogy to miracles and blessings that we are believing God for, when we get those things that we are praying and believing God for and the miracles we're asking him to perform, we have to sometimes help them along and help remove blocks and barriers to those things coming into fruition. For example, we have to pray. When God puts someone, I feel so convicted right now. When God tells you to pray for someone and pray without ceasing for a situation, you have to pray, because what can happen is if you don't do the work to help it along, if you don't do your part to bring that miracle into fruition, you could lose it. And so I want to tell you what happened with the flower bud that was stuck in the stalk on my plant. I looked today after I learned what to do, and I feel like now I'm an expert on peace lilies. So when I looked today and learned what I needed to do, I realized that the flower, the bud that was just there yesterday, had begun to decay and now is being recessed back into the stalk. And so that's another word for you too. When we are praying for these things, if we don't know how to take proper care of them, we can lose them. Like I lost the flower that I asked God to give me, because I was asking God all last week and the week before, God, what does this mean? Because I began to see it get the little nodules that it gets when it's time for it to actually like bloom. So it went through its complete life cycle, the budding phase and the opening phase, stuck inside of a stalk. So think about that, like all the miracles and blessings that we're asking God for that are stuck inside of a stalk or stuck inside of that hidden place, and we didn't do the work to help them break forth. Or worst case, we didn't know how to properly handle or take care of them. So now when I ask God to give me a couple more flowers on this plant, I know how to take care of it if it gets stuck. And when I think about all the blessings that God is sending my way, and I have so much to share once God releases me to do so, I have to remember to seek God on how to take care and how to handle that blessing, how to handle the increase, and also how to help it along sometimes when it gets stuck. If that means I need to recruit my friends to pray in agreement with me over something that God has promised me, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I've been doing. And if it's something that's really stubborn, really stuck, I know I got to really pray and seek God and ask God to help. So I felt led to share this with y'all, because when I looked it up and I sat with it all day, I was just like, okay, God, I know this is not just for me to keep to myself. And I pray that this was a blessing to you. And I just pray that as you're believing God for miracles and blessings to break forth in your life, that you do the work to prepare to handle the blessing, so that way you're educated on ways you can squander the blessing and lose the blessing. And then alternately, when things do get stuck, that you have faith enough to pray and keep praying without ceasing. And when God tells you to go and join with other believers, convicted again, that you will not hesitate. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.